Just felt like we were all going out there working to get better, master the system, master the language of our system. And it's good, being in the meetings thus far, you can see how much guys are recalling and how much more advanced we are on the field already at this point. So we're diving deeper into the playbook and getting to mix things up a little bit more. So it's awesome to feel like you actually can go out there, know what you're doing, and execute at a high level.
Robert, he also said he would be announcing a starting quarterback within 2 weeks prior to the first preseason game. Are you that guy?
All you can do is come out here and show the talents that God's blessed you with and continue to work hard every day. So I think everybody's coming out here knowing that nothing's guaranteed. You got to go out and you got to put in the work and show that you can be one of the 53 guys that can make this team.
Do you appreciate the fact he's going to make a quick decision on this? Other coaches in the past here have kind of dragged that process on.
I think coach is going to come out and see what he needs to see and make that decision, and it's our job as players to put our best foot forward.
Robert, Josh Gordon yesterday referred to you as his big brother. Wanted to be next to you in the locker room. He's going to lean on you. Can you talk about what it means to have him here, and what do you think your role is in keeping him active?
I think my role with Josh is no different than my role with every other guy on this team. Is to be a leader. He's got a lot to prove. We all have a lot to prove, and most of that proving has to do with to ourselves. To our owners, to this organization, to our fans. So, Josh is a great player. Everyone knows that, and he's made the mental decision to come back and give it his all. And I'm glad that he considers me and can look at me as a big brother, someone he can lean on. That being said, we're looking forward to him helping this team win.
Does he seem any different to you?
We basically grew up together in college. I had him there with me for 2.5 years. So, I know who Josh is, and like I've always told him, he's always been family. He'll always be family. I know what he has to do to overcome some of the obstacles that he's put himself into. For me, he's always been that guy. If you talk to him, you're going to love him. If you're around him, you're going to think he's a great guy. He just made a couple mistakes, and it's his job and our job to help him no longer make those mistakes.
Have you ever mentored a guy who has been through as much as he has?
I probably can't say that I have. But like I said, we go way back to Baylor, and that's family. All the Baylor guys around the league know that. So I hope they all have a great training camp.
So knowing
Did
Josh,
you put in a good word for him to come back? I mean, did you, talk to him and Jimmy Haslam and Brown and really vote for him to come back onto this team?
Yeah, I don't think it was just me that did that. I think the coaches wanted to see him. They wanted to give him a fresh slate, an opportunity to write his own story, erase the tape, and record a new message. So I don't think it was just me that did that, but I think everybody, had a piece of pitching in and saying, look, we got to give this guy another chance and be there for him because he's one of us.
knowing him, Josh as a player, and now getting to know Corey Coleman as a player, the two of them on the same field, what does it mean? How different are they? We know one the other. So playing with having two weapons like that in the passing game.
I mean, it's big. Anytime you can step on the field and have two guys that run 4.3, it's your advantage. But they're here to work with the rest of the receivers, and we trust all those guys when they step out there on the field that they're going to make plays. Josh is proven that he can make plays being an all-pro, and Corey's a rookie who's a first-round pick. But as you guys have seen out here in the offseason, he can make plays as well. So a lot of guys can pitch in, and we're just looking to find the best guys to help us go out there and attack defenses. I mean, my focus is on doing what I can to be the best player for this team to help them lead them to victory. So that's all I can really focus on.
Robert, what did you do with Tom House? What was the last month like? What's new in your game?
Yeah, it was awesome. I can't tell any secrets, but went out to California, worked with Tom and Adam and a bunch of guys, and really just got down to the nitty gritty and worked hard, continued to work hard on the things that Coach wanted me to improve on, that I wanted to improve on, so that when I came back, I was ready to go, and I feel ready to go.
How much different is your game now than when you first broke in?
To the league, or
Yeah, like how much have you had to adapt your style of play and coming back from injury back a couple years ago?
yeah, I mean, I think the obstacles that are placed before you. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to drop the recorder. I think the obstacles that you face in the league only build your character. I've had the opportunity to face a lot of obstacles through the 4 years of my career, and I think that they've helped build me up and allow me to handle any situation. So every time I step out here, I'm not really worried about what I've been through. I know how to can see the game through Hugh's eyes, through Pep's eyes, and that's all that matters. Go out there, execute it the way they want it to be executed, play the game freely, and let your natural skills show.
How much is Josh McCown, and Cody Kessler, and even us, how much of a push are you getting from these guys in this competition?
Yeah, and I think we, as a group, it's a great quarterback group. The room is awesome to be able to go in with those guys and study, learn the game, see how different guys see the game. I think all of us take a little bit from each other. Obviously, there's only one of us that runs 4.3, but they like to race me a lot, just in little things. Gotcha, Rob. Okay, I understand. But it's just a fun environment to be around. So I appreciate those guys. Josh, Cody, and Austin. They've made the entire process fun. And all of us know that when we step out on the field, we're competing. But there's no reason for us to be competing with our notes closed or with a cold shoulder. All of us are out there together, trying to get better and win.
Robert, in terms of being a better player and leader, is there one lesson that you take from Washington that you can carry over to here?
Like I said, all those obstacles helped me become a better player, strengthen my character to be able to withstand anything and stay poised in any situation. It's hard to pick one thing, but I prefer now to focus on what I have to do here with the Browns and not even worry about that anymore. And I thank God that I had this opportunity.
How about coming out from the OTAs till now, an area or two when you went to work with Tom House, you said, okay, this is where I want to get better to fit Q's system. Was there a spot or two?
It's all about consistency in this game and having consistent fundamentals, consistent drops, and all those things. And I really, harped on that and focused on that to make sure that every time I take a 3-step drop, it looks the same. Every time I take a 5, it looks the same. It helps you in a lot of areas. It helps your receivers stay in rhythm, helps you stay in rhythm, and helps you give less keys to the defense. So I think all those things were things I harped on with Tom House, Adam, and a couple of guys that came out to California to throw with me.
Did you get any time to relax, or was it all work during the break?
I think you have to find your time to relax, but there's no such thing as a day off. Your mind's never stops working on football.
Aside from health, what has to return to your game for you to return to the level that you came into the league playing?
I just think you got to have fun. This is a kid's game that we get to play for a king's ransom. At the end of the day, you know what you're doing. You've done your studying. You continue to do your studying. You've worked hard. You've run. You've lifted all those things, and now you just got to come out here and have fun. And I think that's the beauty of the game. The more fun you have, the easier it is for you to play freely and go out and make plays.
Are you having fun?
Just a couple more.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun.
There's about 11 practices between now and the first preseason game. Hugh says he would like to have this started. Do you really feel like you have to go out in these 11 practices and just let it all hang out, or be super aggressive, or kind of what's your mindset with this chance you get?
The mindset is to never press. You don't have to press. If you're, Michael Johnson running the 400, you don't have to try to run the 400 harder just because it's the Olympics. You just go out and you do what you're supposed to do. And I think that's the focus for every player. There's no need to press. Everyone's going to be excited. It's the first day of training camp. We get out there, and then first day of pads is going to come around, and everyone's going to want to hit a little bit. Everyone's going to have a little more juice, but that doesn't mean you can jump off sides and do the wrong things. So I think coming out here, no need to press. Go have fun. Know that you know what you're doing, and let it all hang out there. You got nothing to lose.
Do you like the idea of knowing an answer one way or another, who's going to be the starter sooner than later? The first game's August 12th, so it's going to be coming up here really soon.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you come out here every day having to work to be the guy, to be the best. Even when they name the starter, you still have to come out here and work and prove it every single day. So nothing's ever going to be given to you. So, you get it. It feels good to know that you've done the work to make coach believe in you, make the team believe in you. But at the end of the day, you still got to come out here every day and show it.
Were you surprised that he was only going to give it until the first preseason game? Did you think maybe he'd let it go until the dress rehearsal game or anything?
No, I don't worry about things that I can't control. Coach, if he asks me to stand up in front of the team and present something, I'm going to present something. If he says he doesn't tell me anything, I'm going to sit there, listen, and take notes. So at the end of the day, you don't worry about what you can't control. Coach has decisions that he has to make, and your job is to make that decision easy for him.